Si se ocupa,
Good morning, everyone. Buenos días a todos. Anyone needs interpretation services. Si alguien ocupa servicio de interpretación, por favor, vean a Mrs. a ella. Si alguien ocupa traducción.
Gracias.
Okay, I call to order our Superintendent's Council meeting today at 9:02. Call to order. Sweetwater, present. National City,
Present.
Chula, President. San Ysidro,
Present.
Coronado,
Present.
South Bay absent. Okay, so we do have one. Consent items, we're going to be going to approval of the agenda.
I'll move to approve the agenda.
No, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Abstentions or no? Okay, motion passes. Approval of minutes for last meeting, April 24. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Motion passes. We'll move to public comments. Mr. Coronado, would you like to?
We have 5 public comments. I'll call the first name. Mariam Lopez. We'll close her the time when she starts speaking.
For public comments, the members will have 3 minutes.
Buenos días a todos.
Listen, Harry.
What about the microphone?
Okay.
Wait, Margin. Can you go on that?
Oh,
There wasn't a
I
microphone. Oh, thank you.
Buenos días a todos.
Good morning, everyone.
Estoy aquí representando a los padres.
I'm here representing the parents.
Tengo un niño en National City.
I have a child in National City,
Mis niños están felices en National City.
and they're very happy in National City.
Lo único que estoy pidiendo aquí es de que sean parte más los padres de familia
What I'm asking here is that parents get more involved
aquí en estas juntas.
at these meetings.
También de que haya más transparencia en las reuniones de estas para que los padres sepan y vengan en las tardes, no en las mañanas, porque trabajan la mayoría.
I'm also asking that there's more transparency so parents can attend these meetings in the afternoon and not in the morning because most of them work.
Muchos de ellos trabajan, como mira.
Many of them work.
Estamos también un poco cansados los padres
We're also tired. The parents were also tired
porque no están haciendo las cosas como debe de ser, un poco más pensando en nosotros.
because you're not doing things the way they should be, thinking more about us.
¿En qué sentido? En el comité de padres que nosotros debemos de formar.
With what regarding the parent committees that we should head.
Nosotros somos los padres, nosotros sabemos lo que nuestros hijos necesitan.
We are the parents. We know what our children need.
Así de que les pedimos por favor de que nos dejen que otros padres sean miembros también.
So we're asking you to allow us for other parents to also be members.
No alguien escogido por ustedes.
Not someone selected by you.
Así que también tenemos la oportunidad de poder opinar y decir a dónde se va tal dinero a las fundaciones.
So we have time to also give our opinion and decide where money should go.
Acordémonos que nosotros somos los padres y ustedes también forman un equipo importante para nosotros.
Just let's remember that we are the parents and you are also part of a very important team for us.
Así que queremos trabajar con equipo con ustedes.
We want to work collaboratively with you.
Y también intentamos enfocar a todas las personas de que somos un equipo amable y que podemos trabajar con ustedes y que nuestros hijos es lo principal.
We're also trying to indicate that we are a kind group, that we want to work with you, and
Así, que no solamente pues queremos trabajar con ellos,
we
pero
also want to work with you,
y también no nomás decir todo sí, sí,
and not just say yes, yes,
porque también a veces los papás tenemos nuestras exigencias.
because we as parents also have some demands.
Así que tenemos que formar un equipo como en la comunidad y más con los niños especiales.
And we need to form a team, especially with special children.
Muchas
More
gracias.
so with special children.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you.
Pamela Vivian. Pamela Vivian.
It has become increasingly hurtful and disheartening to see the lack of support from people we're supposed to trust their children with. Our demands ask for you to comply with the bare minimum. Why is money still an issue? You don't know where to spend the money? How about using those funds for better staff training? Maybe supplying classrooms with cameras for parents' peace of mind? Or maybe even gathering the necessary equipment to live stream these public meetings, which are conveniently during parents' work hours. Discussing our children's education and resources available brings finances into the conversation. If you can't be transparent and clear when discussing these factors with parents, then expect an audit. These topics should be discussed at every board meeting. Avoiding this only creates inconsistencies and a lack of integrity on your part. The new amendments in the bylaws regarding CAC members are clear indicators of the consistent pushback you're providing us with. We do not approve. You're conveniently choosing people that fit your agenda while we suffer the consequences and have to jump through even more hoops just to be heard. Also, while we're at it, we would highly appreciate if the new CAC rep of San Ysidro would be present in his meetings, not only showing respect and solidarity, but actively listening and displaying effort into what being a representative for us means. And I think one of the main issues to this entire battle are the biases that become an obstacle for people to understand that children with special needs are a vital part of society. I don't expect you to completely understand 1,000% what every disability consists of, but I do expect you to distance yourself from your personal biases about people with disabilities and avoid falling into an abyss of ignorance that benefits no one. It seems like this clearly doesn't affect you all, and on a final note, I really find your lack of care on how you communicate with parents distasteful. Most parents in the South Bay are from immigrant backgrounds and weren't served the opportunities like you and me that we had to pursue a higher education. I would advise you not only to use a translator, which she's here, and it took so long, but use simple and accessible language in order to help parents of these children understand and collaborate on these important decisions you are making on their own children. Not doing so excludes parents' contribution to their own child's well-being, and it's unacceptable. Thank you.
Good morning, Superintendent, Ms. Gloria. We stand here before you today with a firm and straightforward stance. We do not approve of the proposed amendment to the bylaws in the local plan, granting authority to remove voting members. This amendment undermines the very foundation of our democracy process, and we strongly urge all of you to vote against it. Our community demands transparency and accountability. We expect all public and open meetings to be virtual. The workings of our educational system should be visible and clear to all, ensuring that every voice is heard and every concern is addressed. Our community, we call for comprehensive training on the allocation of the special education local plan, accessible to both parents and educator, not just CAC members. Understanding the budget and the mechanism for filing complaints should not be privileged information. It should be available to all. Enough with lawyers intimidating parents. We want an end to the practice of hiring lawyers with our tax dollars to serve your interests rather than ours. We want comprehensive training on inclusion for parents and educators of children with disabilities. So all general education kids and special education kids can learn how to live in the same environment of inclusion and SEL, social emotional learning. Please look it up. The future is for them to grow up together and not apart. So what better time than now? Budget cuts should start at the top. Our special education teachers dedicated to nurturing and educating our children deserve respect and stability, not to move around like pawns on a chessboard. They are integral to our community, and their roles should reflect their importance. We demand that the local plan includes financials. This time, transparency is not negotiable. The community has a right to see and understand how funds are being well allocated and spent. Ms. Potter, she's not here, so Mr. Little, we are particularly concerned about our recent parent appointment for CAC member on San Ysidro. We want proof, or we would love to see if she's our neighbor, and if she will, we will appreciate if she will be in tomorrow's meeting and get to know her. Our demands are simple yet critical: transparency, accountability, and genuine community involvement. We urge you to listen to our voices and act in the best interest of our children and our community. If we don't speak up for our self-made kids, then who will? Thank you.
Good morning. We are here today because we resist. We resist marginalization. We refuse to be silenced. We demand equity and accountability from the superintendent, council members, and the county superintendent. We will relentlessly pursue equity for the disabled. We want financial transparency. We want real CAC meetings like every other county in the state gets. Just because we are Latino doesn't mean we don't care. You've been lied to. We haven't attended these meetings because our participation has been denied. Every educator and parent has been turned away for over 13 years. Don't continue to believe these lies from the SELPA. Ms. Brady and Ms. Potter have demonstrated a profound lack of disrespect for our community. Ms. Brady attempted to silence me by denying public comment at a public meeting. It's not only a violation of my rights, but a glaring testament to her desire for control. Her actions not only reveal how accustomed she is to manipulating those around her. No wonder everyone is afraid to talk about the allegations that children were raped on school grounds under her watch. She has everyone scared. This behavior is marginalization. The raping of our Latino students creates disabilities. Acknowledge it, please. You never even apologized to the community, and we should trust you? Superintendents are tasked with facilitating CAC memberships, but many of the superintendents are delaying democracy by not allowing the community to speak for itself. This behavior contributes to marginalization. Why? Because it's not equitable. Del Mar Consortium doesn't do this. La Mesa Spring Valley San Diego Unified have a robust, democratic, community-nominated CAC. You cannot cherry pick. Mr. Espinoza, at your board meeting several months ago, you said you would get this handled immediately. Mr. Mueller, public records indicate your staff and community attempted to get appointed members. Ms. Potter, your selective process for CAC membership is not only undemocratic, but untrustworthy. We need members who understand and represent our community, who speak our language and share our values. We want virtual superintendent meetings accessible to the community. We want these meetings accessible to special education educators. Stop canceling these meetings and do right by our people. And we stand here today with one clear message. We will keep pushing for a change. We will keep demanding accountability and transparency. We will not be silenced. You've been lied to about who we are. We do care. We resist. Thank you.
Good morning. Just like the people before me, I'm a special ed parent. Little bit of background, on my kids. Matthias is in the background now with my wife. We also have little Joel Jr., who has been in National City for about 6 months in school now. We came from TJ after sometimes struggling with education down there, not seeing a lot of change. And in the about 4 months that he has been in school, we've seen a very big change in him. It has to do a lot with his teacher. His teacher is George Morse at Elton Young School. But sadly, we've been told by him that he is being removed from school by the district. They're not telling him why. So he can't really let us know why. All we know is that he's being removed and his last day is June 6th. I know I'm not the only parent that is not okay with it. Like we would want to know why. We would like for him to stay, because I'm not the only one that has seen change in their kid. And my kid is happy and he wants to go to school. And if you were to see, my kid months ago and now it's like completely different. He enjoys going to school. Like we've been present for one of the classes and he loves his teacher. So I really particular, ask here, but we just want some clarity and we want to know, why that decision is being made. And if possible, I know that he doesn't want to go, his words. And I know there's a few other parents that oppose to it. They couldn't be here today. So really that's the only ask and the only comment from me today. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
We go into a closed session according to government code section 54917 54917 personnel, 54956.9 legal consultation.
No, who's the issue? Okay. This is Beach. There's a few people here today. There's a lot of people here today. Let's show them. Even Tina, Cindy, Karina, Kenia, Pamela. Ya se va la otra. ¿Dónde está? Está nuestra de San Ysidro. Oh, Esther, Marjo. ¿Quién más? Miss English, Miss Julie. Hola. No. Shit.